Have you ever actually asked yourself what the best version of you could really look like? How you'd feel? What you'd be capable of? How you'd show up in your everyday life? Almost 5 years ago, I hit a low point in life, and I asked myself those exact same questions. The answers I got were so far from the person who I was, it genuinely scared me. It was that fear that gave me the wake-up call that I needed, that made me flip that switch in my mind. I was caught up in the cycle of going out every single weekend, getting drunk, getting completely smashed, going to raves, consuming all sorts of shit, feeling terrible all during the week, trying to recover, and it comes to the weekend and repeat it all over again. I was unhealthy, I was out of shape, I had no real confidence, I was just fueled by ego, I was full of limiting beliefs. I actually remember thinking the best thing I could ever achieve was getting qualified in a trade I didn't even enjoy. Then that's when COVID happened, and we went into lockdown. And I had the space to reflect, break free from those negative patterns. And that's when I asked myself those questions. And that's when I flipped the switch in my mind and decided I wasn't going to be a product of my environment anymore. That's when I started my journey of growth, determined to become the best version of myself, discover that true potential I knew I had within. I never read a book before, so I started listening to self-help audiobooks, going out on runs every single morning, coming back doing bodyweight circuits. Started educating myself about nutrition, I was fueling correctly. Started testing myself physically and mentally. The progress I made was incredible. Within just a few months, I was a completely different person. I became obsessed with growth. I started to realise how much potential I actually had. And that's when I decided I had to leave my hometown. I had to take my first solo trip if I truly wanted to expand my mind. Now, nearly 5 years later, the person who I am today is unrecognisable, mentally, physically and spiritually. I've solo travelled to over 15 countries, creating real life experiences and lessons wherever I've gone. Wherever I travel, I push myself out of my comfort zone. I'm not even a boxer, but I tested myself by signing up to fights in America, by signing up to fights in Thailand. I've explored the hoods in Colombia, promoting my business which I later sold. I've run marathons in Europe. I've even been up to the mountains high up in Mexico, connecting more deeply with my spiritual side. I've experienced so much growth through the real life experiences I've had from travelling, but I've also got to credit a huge part of my growth to the habits that I've built. Meditating, stretching, journaling, breathwork, but one of the main ones being falling in love with reading, learning from the greatest minds that walk this earth. These positive habits I've formed, combined with the right mindset, really has helped me level up in all areas of life. However, although I've just made my personal growth journey sound pretty smooth sailing, trust me, it has not been. There's been many ups, many downs. There's been confusing and lonely times, trying to figure stuff out, a lot of restarts. My personal growth journey up until now could have been much more efficient if I had the right guidance and support, which is exactly why I've dedicated the last few months working hard, creating a 2.0 club, a community for men, all on their own personal growth journey, seeking to become the best versions of themselves. Inside the 2.0 club, I've created in-depth courses to help you grow in all areas of life, including training, nutrition, character development, habit mastery, mindset, and how to use travel as a tool of growth. I add new content to the courses each month because learning is a forever going journey. We have weekly group calls within the community so we can all stay connected, and we've already got a solid foundation of members inside. They're all networking, supporting each other, and keeping each other accountable on their own journeys of growth. As I said, travel has been a massive part of my growth, so as I continue to explore the world, I will also be offering members of the 2.0 Club the chance to come and join me on my upcoming trips to destinations like Thailand, the Philippines, Brazil and Argentina. So you can also maximise your growth and create real life experiences. If you feel like you could benefit from joining a community like this, and you're ready to take control of your life and become the best version of yourself, joining a group of like-minded people all on the same mission, then go in the description below, click the link and I'll see you inside.